fall out, all of all bow wow, call tall pow, south side, outside, pow outline, missile thought, fire bounce, higher powers out now. I was outside, now my power pow now. Eyes wide, should've speak utterly upside down, camera obscura, power down scuba, mama in Cuba, my it sounds good now. Out and about, title bout, bow, how loud, high loud, Mutai, Aztec, forearm, Nasdaq, abstract, Frackle rockin' chow down, hazmat to deuces, diametrically outbound. Matter of fact, pass that ginger pop in the cooler than the medulla of Rick the ruler. Hula hooping with new bow downs from Newbert. That's that life of a king, got my crown now, feeling accomplished. Super looper fresh chocolate, collectible conscious, young crunk in your town now. Via minor aircraft, snapping like a bear trap. Tijuana Air Max, chainmail gauntlet. Big Bertha earthquakes, 100 dB, 90 BPM, heavy hitting them triplets, 100-sided dice, rolling 79 twice. Get ready, we bringing the jazz back with the rhythm, we giving them infamous on some Midwest liquid mission, tricky nicks and mixing, matching, scratching, rapping, action, Jackson making it happen, pap it, midi, patch it, map it with a pinch of magic, casting master sentences, with a gang of wicked vixens listening close to us, flipping different widgets, mystic digits, coast to coast, pole to pole, folding time, golden time. Overload on. What's up? It's DJ Radon at TTM Academy, aka Running Man, Walking Man. But yeah, peace everybody. But yeah, this is a lecture about International DJ Day. That was yesterday. Yesterday, March 9th, International DJ Day. You know, we just debunked National DJ Day. You know, it was actually a celebration for Alan Freed, the father of payola. We just did a lecture on that. Now we're talking about National DJ Day. International DJ Day. So International DJ Day is actually a front for this small company called random company called World DJ Fund, and they made it up 10 years ago in 2002. You can look it up, and they talk about it on their Facebook. I'll put a link to that. And yes, it's pretty much that simple. So it's like, there's not a lot of organization in the DJ world. There's no real, DJ unions. The homie Ralph McDaniels. Ralph McDaniels, we're here in Brooklyn right now. The homie Ralph McDaniels was telling me how he's not getting DJ gigs. I'm like, damn, if Ralph McDaniels isn't getting DJ gigs, then, that's a serious problem, And, so it's like hip-hop money, the money in hip-hop has been taken from us. Yes, a lot of our people getting paid from hip-hop, but in general, the money's been taken out of the hands, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, back in the day, I remember in the 90s, that's when I started DJing. People used to be able to, there weren't DJs back then, we were rare. People would be like, yo, you know a DJ? And then eventually they get to me and be like, yeah, I'll DJ the party. You didn't have to advertise, it was crazy back in the 90s. There was no DJs. Now there's a million DJs. So obviously the market's oversaturated, right? So if you have a random bar, most likely somebody has some friend that'll do it for cheap. And since there's no unions, then, and pretty much COVID killing bars and stuff like that now, things are very unorganized, and you see online they try to go into this whole turntablist realm like what we've always been doing with the online DJ battles. The turntablists were clearly showing that their format's the future as far as online battles and whatnot, and Swiss Beats and Timberlake coming together and making that company whatever, which they sold. They sold to a individual of the Euro diaspora, and it goes back again to the fact that hip-hop, the money in hip-hop, and even techno and jungle, all the dubstep, we invented all that, like Dead Prez invented dubstep, the song hip-hop, all these genres, we don't control any of the resources. We're not getting booked, outside of like a maybe Flying Lotus or whatnot, or just a couple of artists. They, they actually told my homies Anti-Pop Consortium at Ninja Tune, they were like, we feel your crowd is
very similar to Roots Maneuver. So we're going to go more with Roots Maneuver and Spank Rock this year, you know. And, you know, and that's, you know, we see where it's that Spank Rock stuff, you know. I'll do the, you know, Amanda Blank expose in the future, you know. She got on some rednecky type of stuff, you know. But, yeah, and I'll do a whole nother lecture of that in the future. But, yeah, so we're here in BK. And, you know, as far as, like, you know, International DJ Day that happened yesterday, you know, techno is a black genre, you know. If you look at their website, they're like, yes, the dance community came together. But it's like, what are you talking about? And it's just like this one guy on the front of the website, his picture, you know. So it's like, it's kind of like hip hop is open source. So that's kind of what this lecture is being centered around, is hip hop is kind of open source right now, which is a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a DAO. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of you know, the people that created it. You know, because it's not just a virus. Hip hop is like a virus in that it mimics other genres, and it can take in other genres, you know, and incorporate it into its DNA and whatnot, you know. But the thing is that, you know, it is controlled by, you know, particular companies that are in line with particular gangs, Bloods, and, you know, the main corporations. You know, what's interesting, though, is that, you know, my homie Ben, you know, Ben Brofman, Ben Brewer, you know, even with his father being one of, you know, Bertelsmann, part of the actual Big Five, Big Four, he actually wasn't able to, you know, be a superstar. So that shows that even, you know, for black males, even if your father is the head of a big record company, you know what I'm saying, one of the biggest ones, even that can't put you on. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Ben, though. You know, Ben, you know, shout out to Ben being, you know, also being a great father to, you know, MIA's child. And, because I remember when I think they met at that Dante's Fried Chicken show, where this cat tried to feed me some chicken. By mistake, I bit into it. I was like, what? I was like, yo, this isn't vegan chicken. And I spit it out, and they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. Dante was like, he's so sorry, you know. And, but, you know, they got me the plate of the real chicken. But yeah, so we're just talking about, you know, hip hop, and I was just talking about Ben, you know, you know, shout out to Ben and the whole Exit and the whole camp. Actually, I was actually there that day they shot they cut me out of the picture of on their album cover, one of the Exit albums. But, shout out to the whole Exit. But even with the Exit, it's like his father is literally the head of, you know, one of the Big Five, Big Four record companies, Bertelsmann, right, BMG or whatever, and even he's not able to pop off. You know, even Madonna can't come out now. It's like, if Madonna can't come out, if old Beatles people can't come back out, if all these people that were huge and had all these connections can't come out, then it shows that, you know, there's obviously, it's not just totally free market, because if it was free market, people that were popular would still continue to get popular. There's no, you know, so mathematically you can figure out, like, hey, if Madonna can't make it, you know, because, you know, Madonna, I'm sure she has mad new singles, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, these people do these things to try to get back in the press and hopefully get a little bit more traction to their album sales. But yeah, it's just an interesting thing. So it's like, as far as International DJ Day, I've seen people starting to forward it, and it's like, okay, but where's it coming from? You know, people don't know where these things are coming from. And I haven't seen anybody, you know, talk about the history of International DJ Day, except the company that started it, World DJ Fund. So that's what this, you know, this is a simple lecture about that, about World DJ Fund being, you know, just creating a festival to celebrate themselves, and funds going to this one guy, you know. So it's like, you know, even if you take Kwanzaa, for example, I haven't done a Kwanzaa lecture yet, but I'm going to do a Kwanzaa lecture probably next year about, you know, the creator of Kwanzaa, you know, actually going to jail for, you know, torture and kidnapping and whatnot, you know. But that's a whole nother lecture, you know, and why people shouldn't be celebrating Kwanzaa, you know, because it's, you know, it's totally, you know, it's a recent thing that somebody just made up, You know what I'm saying? So it's like if people are just making up holidays, they're just making up history, that's called anachronism too. You know what I'm saying? There's different types of anachronism, because it's like usually, national days are started usually when those things start. And 2002 is obviously not when DJing started. Like if they were to say on the invention of the turntable or something like that, phonograph, they had, I believe the cylindrical phonograph might have been the first, maybe that would make more sense, but I believe, DJs, we need to come together, and that's why we formed the United Turntablists Guild, to have a summit, to have a summit of DJs, to where we can actually take back control of all the culture that was that's taken from us, because they're constantly taking from our culture, monetizing it and then selling it back to us and controlling it forever. They did it to rock and roll, but they're doing it to rap, but they still can't mimic us yet with the rap. They can only puppeteer us, you know what I'm saying? But so when you think about International DJ Day, I see more and more people forwarding the posts, and that's how the thing starts, as far as just companies actually manipulating history. You go back to Coca-Cola and Santa Claus turning him red, whatnot, and all these types of things. It's a long history of that. So it's like there needs to be people that are watchdogs. I believe in watchdogs. People like Michael Moore. All that type of stuff. People that are whistleblowers. What I'm saying? There needs, you hear that ambulance or whatever right now. There needs to be watchdogs in hospitals. What I'm saying? Hospitals don't even have watchdogs. What I'm saying? We don't know what's going on in these hospitals. But that's pretty much all I had to say about International DJ Day. It's just a fake holiday World DJ Fund created. So they made a fund, so hopefully you would send them money, and they made a holiday to cherish themselves as a company, and then in association with a health therapy, music therapy, actually. I think it's like, it's a music therapy company. So it's a music therapy company and World DJ Fund, and they created that holiday, and that's it. It's fake. It's not real. DJs got to come together and figure out something, an actual date before people start really believing in it. All right. Peace.